recently, while scrolling through the web, I came across this cool site which had these cool interactions and animation. As you can see, we have a bunch of images flowing in and then zooming, and then we got this cool video that's playing in the background. The resolution is pretty low, I guess. And then the main part, which we're going to be doing in this video, is as I keep scrolling, we got this cool text and image reveal sort of that looks really nice and really neat. And you can also like come back again and then it closes. So basically the animation happens along your scroll. So it's pretty nice. So I thought, why not teach you guys to have something like this, which you can add in your portfolio and yeah, make sections stand out. So this is what we're going to be building in this video. I made something similar. So let me just refresh the page, and if I scroll down, you can see that we have cool image that basically reveal themselves along the scroll, and when I go up, they close themselves. So it's a pretty cool way of showing image in text. So yeah, this is what we're going to be building in this video. The live link as well as the source code is in the description. So yeah, without delay, let's get started and let's learn to build this. So here I am in my index.html file wherein I have some styling which basically remove the default styling like margin 0, padding 0. I've removed the box sizing and set it as border box. Font family as this bricolage grotesque. Some styling of the body just so that it has minimum height of 100 viewport height, width of 100 viewport width, and we don't want any scroll bar on the x-axis, so just have overflow hidden. A background white-ish color, and yeah, some script tags. So we have GSAP, we have ScrollTrigger, and then Lenis. If I show you, we don't have anything since we don't have any content here, so the browser is pretty empty. First thing that we do is we create 3 sections. The first one is the intro section, then you have the container, and then you have the outro. The intro has a simple text which says scroll to explore, and then to start off with the container. Now, each of the individual lines that you saw, we're going to be adding those in each class. So we're going to be having the line class, which would hold the text inside of span, and then the image inside of a span with the class of image span. And then here, I'm just going to be adding the image inside of the img tag. And then the next word in another span tag. Now, if I save it, you can see that they are all inline and visible. Now I'll do this for the other ones, and we have now enough content. Okay. Now the next thing that I want to do is I want to add styling, and I want to basically position this in a way that we're almost done with the CSS, and just so that we can start the JavaScript. So first thing, we'll target the container, we'll give it a width and height, and then center everything using display flex, and we want the lines to stack on top of each other, so we'll just add this. And now, as you can see, the lines are stacking on top of each other. Pretty good. Then we have the intro and outro section. Both should have enough height so that we have enough room to scroll. So looks pretty good. The intro would have everything at the center. The intro doesn't have much. The only thing that it has is an H1. So with scroll to explore text. So the H1 would then be placed at the center. That's pretty much it. And then we'll style the intro H1 to have the font family of inter, font size 1 rem, some other font styling as well. And that's pretty much it. So we have it at the center. The next thing that we do is we target the line, and the line has display flex, justify content center, and align items to center. So even though you are horizontally flexed, we want everything to be aligned properly and at the center. So we just add justify content and align items as center. We want a gap of 20 pixels between each lines. Each individual spans within the line. So we just have a gap of 20 pixels. And then the span inside of the line would give some font styling, which are these aren't that necessary, but yeah, you can just add these. And then we add overflow to hidden. which I'll be explaining in a bit. But yeah, that's pretty much what we need. And then when I save, this is how it looks. It's coming along. Now we just need to style the image. So the image is inside of the image span div. Image span tag. So this would have a height and a border radius of 5 pixels just so that the edges are a bit curved. And then we don't want any overflows where overflow is hidden. And now, as you can see, this is how it looks. It's pretty nice. Now for the image, the actual image would have a height of 100%, width as 300 pixels, border radius as 5 pixels. Save. And then since these are not uh, these don't have like proper aspect ratio, so what we're going to be doing is we're going to be having object fit as cover so that they're well proportionate. And then the object position would be center center, meaning show the image from X center and then Y center. All right. So this is how the animation would look once it's all complete. But we want this image to stay consistently like this even if the width of its parent is different. So for that, what we have to do is, in case the width of image span is 0, as you can see, it's totally hidden. So initially the image span would have this width as 0, and then as you scroll down, we'd add scroll trigger to increase the width from 0 to around 300 pixels. We set position relative to the span, to the image span, and then add absolute position to the image as well as left 50% and transform X as minus 50%, just so that when the animation is going on, the image don't show from left or right. It is always visible, or always animation happens from the center of the image. So this is why we have it set as position absolute. And that's pretty much what we need. Now we can start with our script. So since I have already added all the CDNs, I can just add the script tag and then check for window load. So when everything is loaded, you just initialize your Lenis. So this code you can just get from Lenis's documentation. It binds GSAP and scroll to get together, just so that when you scroll, you get the smooth scrolling experience. Then what we do is we grab all the lines with the query selector. So all the divs with the class of line, we grab it and then add for each, since there are multiple, so they would be stored in an array. So we can just like loop through them using for each, and for each individual line we grab the image inside of image span inside of that line. Now if you notice here, not all the not all the lines have image. Like for instance, this line doesn't have an image. So what we do is we don't just straight off start the animation. So what we do is we check for image span, and then we see if your image span exists. So if there is an actual image span span inside of the image span, then you add the GSAP animation. So what you do is you have gsap.to method. So what you want it to finally look like. So you have image span and you increase the width to 300, and we don't want any ease. Let's save. Let's refresh. And as you can see, we have this cool sort of image reveal. It's pretty nice. Now we want the same exact animation to happen, but this time on scroll. So what we do is we have scroll trigger. The trigger for this is going to be the line. When does it start? So when the top of the line reaches 90% of the Windows position. So when the top portion of the line hits 90%, sort of like this much height or so. So when it reaches this certain height, you want the animation to start. And when does it end? It ends when it reaches around 40% of the window. So approximately here or so. Let's save. Now when I refresh, let's refresh, and then as you can see, we have the animation happening, but the animation isn't happening along our scrolling. So what we need to do is we just need to add scrub as one. And now as you scroll, these reveal along with your scroll position. So that's it for this video. The source code as well as the live link is in the description. It's not responsive because I didn't have much time to play around. Obviously, from my voice, you can uh, make out I'm not that well. So, but yeah, we just have to stay consistent. So, yeah, so this is it for this video. The source code as well as live link in the description, which is only for desktop. So you can check it out. So, yeah, meet you guys in the next video. Till then, bye bye. Take care and peace.